Welcome back. Last time we challenged the chief and became the chief of the Banuk tribe up here. And we are now tasked with going to the area that were forbidden to go to. The whole reason why we became the chief. So we need to head to Long Notch. However, on the way there, we are going to stop and help the Werak hunters. So let's head over there. And every time I see these water, I think it's real water, not ice. So I start avoiding it. But yeah, I'll meet you as we get closer unless something happens. All right, we're coming up on a different control tower. But if I can remember how to crouch, it may be worth going in there and getting this one cleared out. This guy is coming very close to us. Not sure if we're gonna make this. Oh, this is gonna be rough. We got one attacking us. Yep. Well, guess we're fighting. Is that the only one? No. Well, sucks to be you, I guess. That tower does make them stronger, for sure. Hey, take a break. Can I hit this? Stuck on something? I think we can actually destroy that. If we hit it. Instead of override it. And now we're just gonna keep going downhill.
The pulse gives some energy. Repairs them.
Alright. There's a tower down. And I believe... No, I thought maybe it knocked him out a bit. Jesus, that thing's huge. Why can't I hit it? Ooh, that's a fun attack. Okay. I believe we did knock one of the well, that destroyed the canister. That leveled up. Interesting. Oh, we just leveled up. That's the part you're supposed to hit to knock the cannon. But I think we got one of them. Alright, is there anything worth looting? All I'm seeing is a bunch of whites. I could have swore we knocked one canister off, but I'm not seeing it. So let's keep going. We're almost there. And I believe these guys that we're about to go help are also fighting one of those towers. I do see something purple in here.
An animal carving from long ago.
Okay, so that's one of the collectibles. And yeah, there's the tower.
Something tells me those are Bergren's missing hunters.
And here they are. So let's have a chat with them. Oh, multiple towers here.
I don't suppose you three know an Osram and Song's edge called Bergren, do you?
Boys, that con artist sent an errand girl to collect what's owed to him.
I'm nobody's errand. Bergren asked me to help harvest parts. Or would you rather keep trying to sell him broken junk?
Broken junk? This pack will be on the move soon. No time to argue. If she's offering to help, we should accept it.
Fine. We're about to take down these machines. If you're so eager to help, then lead the way.
All right. Well, let's start by taking out the tower here.
I can get out of this.
And the other tower is too far away, but we can work our way over there. They should start following once we fight. Am I gonna actually be far enough away this time? Nice. Okay, this one might be close enough to... Oh! That's intense. Let's see if we can destroy this while we're getting attacked. Got it, I think. Yep. So now these guys won't heal. I don't think I've ever seen that attack. See if we can get over his head. Nope. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that was a lot of XP. Okay, so... I hear them. There we go. Jeez, they do a lot of damage from far away.
And now we can relax.
Scorcher's Claw, okay. Grab that. What else? Talk to her, okay. I kind of want that Sparker, okay.
All right, Outlander. You want to talk about our deal with
Everything's
Bergeron?
freezing. That's done. You three are pretty handy in a fight.
Thanks, I guess. Not that we needed your help. We are doing just fine without you.
That's not the way Bergeron tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more of Bergeron's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banor. Let Undercut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read? We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we are traveling to the Sundom.
From here to the Sundom. It's a long trip.
Seems worth it. Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banor. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then?
Look, all that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Bergeron.
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Bergrand.
Like him? Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw, and...
Boys, shut up! Ugh! Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
I've got the Scorcher Claw Bergeron was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snapmaw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's got to keep you 3 out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The Bloody Snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
Bloody snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Werak?
Yeah, it's not great to die.
Oh, it's not like your names are any better. We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
All right. So, looks like they're gonna have us go help them with all 3 of their things, and they're gonna come way up here next to another tower. So we will do that later. For now, let's continue our way to Long Notch. And again, I will meet you there unless something exciting happens. It's really pretty. I wish you could see the sun. Alright, we'll see you there.
Got one.
Alright, coming up on it, we found another tower. Let's go ahead and just take this one out. I know it's better to disable them because then all the enemies in there are disabled for a short bit, but that's fine. We'll go in here and just... Ooh, we got a cloaker. Excuse me, you're in the way. Freaker, stalker. Who knows? I am leveling up crazy. Okay. Did I see? No, just green. I mean, we should be grabbing that stuff, but I think we're pretty fully loaded. That's another tower taken care of, though. I think we're getting low on towers. It might just be... here's another one way up here. But I'm not sure if there's a reward for that or a side quest for that, but we'll keep doing them as we see them. But right now we're coming up on that town, and I just saw a new quest. Oh, they're all in the town. Okay. Just kind of came up weird on the screen. So here we are, and let's, I guess, grab these side quests before we talk to Aratak and Oriar.
It would be my honor to speak with you.
Maybe.
I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
You want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing. Better to live in a world without the claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles. What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the Cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the 3rd. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath, if I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
Alright, a big scary machine to fight. We can do that. I thought there was a second. There is. Okay, who's just hiding behind the harness?
You're Aloy, right? My pop... Bergund, I mean, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja. Pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or 2. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around. An ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's? What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire. That didn't go well.
And I've already got both of them. That's funny.
I've got an ice rail, just like Aratak's. You want to take a look?
Are you serious? Yes, I'd love that. Okay. Obvious design flaw. So if I replace these... Yeah, that should... Right. So, believe it or not, she's operating at, let's be generous, half her potential.
What's with the she's?
Oh, Pop says all weapons are girls. I don't think he realizes it's a compliment. Well, listen. If we had a Thunderjaw's mandibles to work with, her gears would be well and truly greased. And I know where to find one, if you want to go hunting with me.
So, let's say someone you know happened to have a weapon like Araya's.
You don't.
See for yourself.
Of course. Look at the... So the coils generate the spark, but the power source isn't even bolted in. I won't lie. She's beautiful. But there's beautiful and then there's beautiful. What we need is a Stormbird Talon. Lightning flows over them like water off a goose. And I know where one is. Hunt it with me, I'll turn that weapon into your new best friend. And second best.
So your last project was a bust?
Not at all. I did my best work yet on that commission. The deal just went rusty. About a month ago, this guy Olgrid, Ostrom like me and Pop, asks me to make something for him. Think about the way a bellowback spits streams of fire from its throat, right? Like that, but held in your own hands.
And you built that?
Yep. That was my forge fire. I was pretty proud of her. Anyway, Olgrid sent word that he wanted to see the progress I was making. I show up, and there he is with a crew of damn bandits. And of course, why pay for something when you can take it? I dropped the weapon and ran. Didn't look back till I hit Long Notch. Joke's on Olgrid, though. I wasn't even done.
Wait, so the weapon he stole doesn't even work?
Oh no, she works. It's just, if I'd had a little more time, a few more parts, I could have made her really work.
Alright, so I'm going to start with this one. I think we can get all of them on our map, but we'll The Storm Slinger,
You're sure you can fix
we'll
up
see
this thing?
first.
You bet. Probably. Just need that Stormbird talent.
Okay.
Remind me what we need to fix up this thing?
That Thunderjaw's mandibles will do it.
Okay, so I think we have all of the
So we need
locations.
parts from a Stormbird and a Thunderjaw? And you know where to find them.
That's right. It's gonna take some traveling, though. We can find a Thunderjaw out in the Valley Meat, and a Stormbird roosts near the Free Heat. I'll pack and meet you out there. This'll be fun.
Okay.
Great Werak has put together like
Alright, so I think we got 2 new quests there. And let's see if we can just find them. I actually have a feeling they're outside. Yeah, so there's the ice rail and there's the Stormbird. So that we will do later. For now, let's finally go head over and we will start by talking to Aratak, who should be number 2.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Array to that again.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
All right. Learned a little bit more about why they are feuding and what happened, but let's press on and go talk to Araya. She's a lot farther away than I thought, and that is a very large wall. It's just rocks. It looks like a wall.
Cold. Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. Sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks. What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt that Daemon has tried to hide the way.
All right.
I still need to take care of a few things.
Understood. I'll be here.
We learned a little bit more about Silence, which is why this is a fun time to do this mission. You can do this mission at a lot of different points, and you'll get different dialogue choices about Silence. But I think that'll do it for today. Next time, we will start making our climb. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.